What up, YouTube? It's your boy Relic here again with the HTC Surround. I had some time with this with this phone yesterday. After I made the first initial video, had some time to kind of mess around with it. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna show you it boots up pretty quick. Unlike, I don't know if something's wrong with my G2, but it takes forever to boot up. Yeah, if I boot them up at the same time. I don't know if it's a fair comparison, so I won't do it because I think something may be up with my G2 because it actually takes forever to boot up. So yeah, after this initial AT&T and the Windows Phone logo, it's pretty much done and it's up and running. So yesterday, like I said, after the initial video that I did, I had some time to mess with this phone, and I can say I'm not that impressed with it so far. As we all know, if the marketplace is lacking, you know, no one's really gonna be interested. Yeah, you can say that this is a new device, it's a new operating system, but it has a couple of things against it. First of all, it's carrying the Windows name, and like I said yesterday, although I love myself some Windows Mobile, not everybody does. So you have that against them, and they have the fact that right now it's a new platform when it comes to the whole Windows Phone thing. Microsoft doing away with the whole legacy code and starting from scratch, but that also means that, you know, you don't have the market, right? You don't have a full market like you have in Android and you have in Apple's. So I mean, there's a couple of games on here. There's some pretty decent games on here. Not the way I thought it was gonna be, because coming from the fact that it's like Xbox Live, you know, I was thinking that it's gonna have a lot better games. I'm thinking like maybe Microsoft gonna ask Bungie to make a Halo and kind of make it like Nova. You know, Nova's a really good copy of if you want to say copy of Halo, and they do a pretty good job. The cats who make it over there at I forgot the name of the company who does Nova. You know, very popular company. They do all these games. Anyway, that's besides the point. There's not that many apps to speak of, and there are not that many good games. There's stuff like Need for Speed Underground, which that game has been out for a long time. They now have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and stuff like that is out. Oregon Trail, things like that, that's been out forever. Halo Waypoint, instead of them making a full-on Halo game like they did Nova, they decided to make Waypoint. Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed 1. It's not even Assassin's Creed 2. Earthworm Jim is a nice game, but I can play that on my Genesis emulator easy. You have stuff like Flight Control and The Sims, and they have stuff like that already out for the other platforms. Twin Blade, I thought it was going to be real good, but it turned out it wasn't. You know, it wasn't anything to shop home about. I'm actually not even going to go. I'm not even going to get into. I'm not even going to get into the whole gaming thing at all. I'm not even going to show any games because there are really no games on here. If you want to see games, I'm sure you can go on and watch a couple of the videos that people are gaming on here. Actually didn't impress me. None of these games impressed me at all. I'm a gamer and I game all the time on my iPhone 4. There are some great games on the iPhone 4, as you know, I said yesterday. And I came away kind of unimpressed over here. HTC Hub, I'm guessing they try to put a little bit of sense on here just to get a kind of feeling of sense, since they couldn't put actual sense on any Windows phone. They not allowed. Microsoft is not allowing companies to mess with the look of Windows Phone. But you know, it's just like a little eye candy, little interface. Nothing special there. It looks nice, but nothing that impressive to me. The Zune, the whole Zune thing is real nice. I actually do like Zune. I actually like Zune, the actual Zune HD. I bought one of those like a year or so ago. Ended up selling it because the lack of apps. They didn't have that many apps for it. I don't know how it is now, but when I had it, there was like 1 or 2 games for it. There was like a Project Gotham racing game for it, and there was a couple of other stuff. So you know, these platforms, they need games. So I mean, I'm not gonna really speak on the whole Zune thing. I really liked Zune, but it was lacking apps. The Zune was actually one of the only products that had the Tegra chip in it, and it was pretty good. You know, the Zune flew. The operating and everything was flying. One thing I didn't show yesterday was Internet Explorer, and Internet Explorer, as everybody knows, is, you know, when you're on Windows Mobile, was not that good. On here, that's actually pretty good. It's pretty decent. It doesn't have Flash, but it has Java and everything like that, and it seems to work pretty good. When it comes to YouTube Mobile plays when you press on a video, it goes directly to the app. One thing about apps though is that it's real weird. When I downloaded some of the apps yesterday, it was already on the phone, but it told me I needed to download it again. And when I did download the YouTube app that it asked me to download, there was 2 versions of the YouTube app on here, which is, to me, is kind of weird. I really don't know exactly what that's about. But it asked me to download another version of the app, and it was kind of strange to me. So anyway, the pages load up pretty good. The screen, everything loads up and it fits to the screen nicely. Desktop view and all that stuff. The pages, you know, they load relatively quick, and what I really like is the pinch to zoom. Like I talked about yesterday, no lag whatsoever. Reminds me a lot of the iPhone when it comes to the interface and the zooming in and zooming out. Unlike Android, you know, I go to the same page, IGN.com, and you know, first of all, it always loads up the mobile version of the damn site. For some weird reason, it always goes to the mobile version of the site. Anyway, besides the point, nothing you can, I mean, there might be something you can do to trick it into. I'm not really sure. I have to look into that. But the zoom in, like, you know, on here, just, you know, it's just like it's damn struggling out here. It's not working the same way as iPhone, and it's not working the same way as the Windows Phone, which is a good thing. This you can definitely say this phone is very slick, very smooth. That's one good thing about it. Screen. The screen is good. It's crisp. It's nice. My eyes, for some reason, always sees ghosting. I see ghosting sometimes when I'm looking at the screen and I'm moving it. It could just be me. I'm not too sure. But other than that, the screen is fine. Speakers. The speaker. I'm not gonna do this too long. I only have about 5 minutes or so left. Speakers. I think this whole slide out speaker thing was a little unnecessary. I played a little bit of stuff yesterday. It's not that loud. It's okay loud, but it's not as loud as something like Nokia phones. Like, and Samsung, I have a Samsung Omnia i8910 HD, and this shit is loud. It's got stereo speakers. It also does this whole Dolby surround sound, virtual surround sound thing, and it sounds real clear, real crisp, real loud. This thing is clear, it's clearish, it is good, but I don't think dedicating a whole slider, you know, the thing has a damn slider. I don't think the whole slider grill thing was real necessary. I think they could have just put a QWERTY keyboard in here, or just leave it like this, candy bar, you know. I don't think the whole slider speaker thing was necessary, and things like that. But, you know, to each his own. People might like that. It might be great for some people. Not for me. I think my E90 back in the day was pretty loud in comparison. I also had an N95, and it was pretty loud in comparison. We ain't gonna speak about this camera. You know, HTC don't make that good cameras, so it was pretty laggy when in the dark. At night, it's pretty laggy. In the daytime, it's great. We all know that. Again, my biggest disappointment with this phone and Windows Phone, and the reason why I probably won't keep it, is because initially I'm thinking this is gonna be a great gaming phone, you know, to compete with the iPhone, because it was associated with the whole Xbox Live thing. You was able to have your gamer score and all that stuff associated with the phone. You know, they have games like Crackdown, but it seems to be some kind of weird map, top view, weird game or something like that. You know, if they had focus and made the games, you know, a lot better, they could have had, like I said, Halo. Instead of making a Halo Wavepoint, they could have made a actual full-on Halo game. But that's just me. Other than that, the interface is good. YouTube works on here real great. Pinning stuff to the start menu is all great. So I can have my stuff pinned to the start menu. Just start up IGN real quick, you know. YouTube works great on here. I've had no problems with the YouTube. I have no problems with the YouTube. YouTube works relatively good. I don't know why it even started up. It started up the YouTube page for some strange reason. I thought that was the app. See, stuff like that, it does weird, but you know, I've really looked into the reason why it does that stuff. Anyway, it's strange. Emails and stuff like that, I haven't had a chance to set that stuff up on here, but you know, I've seen videos on YouTube, and it works. It seems to work great on here. I really have nothing that negative to say about this phone. It's smooth. The interface is smooth. It's a great phone. It's very clean, crisp, nice looking screen. A little bit of ghosting from my eyes a little bit when I see it, but other than that, it's real nice. Clean interface, like I said before. So would I recommend people who was into like Zune? If you were into Zune, there's a couple of people who are into Zune. If you were into Zune and you like that Microsoft stuff, hey, go for it. If not, if you have already an Android phone, and I already have an Android phone, it has a proper actual slide out keyboard, and I have a Apple, the iPhone 4. If you already have that, I have two great phones. I really have no need for another phone. So it has nothing real special that I'm looking at right now. Maybe later on down the line, the whole multitasking, I didn't even talk about multitasking and lack thereof, which is surprising because legacy Windows Mobile had multitasking for years. But a new age, a new time, Microsoft, I guess, wanted to go the route of Apple, and you know how Apple didn't have multitasking from the jump off. Maybe a little later it's gonna come out in an update, but for now, not really impressing me. So this is gonna go back actually today. I'm running out of minutes, and I'm running out of space and time. So that's pretty much it, YouTube. It's your boy Relic signing out. Peace.